Today's news in 3 minutes. Let's go. New SEC rules target corporate insider trading. Loopholes will close for executive selling company stock. So for the last 2 decades, officers and directors at U.S. public companies seek to trade illicitly on inside information had an almost infallible get out of jail free card. Hide behind these trade plans. So for most US listed companies, new disclosure requirements will kick in April 1st. Yes, this is great. So how are they going to do it? Why they could do this crazy back stuff is because of the Rule 10b5-1, which has been established by the SEC in 2000, allows insider of publicly traded corporations to set up a trading plan for selling stock they own. It is a clarification of Rule 10b-5, sometimes written as 10b-5, created under the Securities and Exchange Act of 1934, which is the primary vehicle for the investigations of securities fraud. Basically saying they set up a plan to buy or sell stock, supposedly only can set up when they don't know any material non-public information. We had a huge discussion of what material non-public information was, and it is still hard to define. Sorry guys, you guys should look that up on your own. Now, among the highlights of what is included in the new rule is that officers and directors will have to wait at least 90 days after starting or modifying a 10b5-1 plan before they can trade under the arrangement. The forms used to report their trades will include mandatory checkbox disclosures showing whether they were using such a plan, as well as the plan's adoption date. The company too will have to disclose a substance of 10b5-1 plans in their quarterly and annual report. Yay! And that's a great thing because they weren't doing this before. People do say before the changes occur, though, you could have an executive utilize a 100 million 10b5-1 plan, and there were no trace in public disclosure that they were utilizing such a plan. So everything that is announced in the new rule, people actually misused them. Another trick that they were doing with this new, without the new law, was that they have been adopting multiple 10b5-1 plans and later selectively cancel the ones that wouldn't work to the insider's benefit. So if you don't see any change in maybe the stock price and you weren't thinking that you were earning that much, then they'll just cancel it. So that's really bad. Obviously, guys, right? So now, the potential abuse of 10b5-1 plans were the subject of the Wall Street Journal article in June. So the SEC noted concerns that some insiders might time market-moving disclosures around insiders' pre-scheduled trading dates, delaying the release of bad news until after scheduled sales or accelerating the release of positive news so it comes out beforehand. So this being said, the conclusion for me is that it's a tricky balance because you can't make it too difficult for the executive to be able to buy or sell stocks, but at the same time need to stop people who will try to bend the rules to their benefit. So before reading this, I was actually complaining that SEC took 20 years and, I was like, okay, well, it took them 20 years to notice this and to change it. Like, you should have done this like ASAP. But thinking about this, it's like, yeah, I guess it was probably hard to decipher what is the middle, what's the good balance between, selling at a great place and, using this, not abusing this. So that's all for the new SEC rules. Good luck, executives, on taking out your money, stock.